Welcome guys to Goal Weekly. I am Osarame, and on today's episode we will be talking about the CAF Champions League preliminary round fixture. And with me I have got two football experts to talk about this with us. First I have got MPFL expert Babatunde.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing today?
Very well.
And of course I have also got Goal Features writer Conley. How are you today?
I'm fine, Ose. How are you?
I am fantastic.
That's good to hear.
All right, so we're going to be talking about Asante Kotoko and Kano Pillars. Who do you think is going to make the next round? Kano Pillars or Asante Kotoko?
I see Asante Kotoko.
I see Kano Pillars making it through.
Okay, the table has been set. I would say let's flip this coin, but it is too big to flip. Or crown, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go with you first.
All right, Kano Pillars, they have their legs in front. Of course, they won the first leg 3-2. Many people will say that's a slim victory, and conceding 2 goals at home might be dangerous. But we know Kano Pillars as a team that is focused. They know what is at stake for them in CAF Champions League, and I know they'll be going to Kumasi. Worst case scenario, they get a draw there, and boom, they're into the next round.
Okay. I can feel the heat and the energy coming from you already. Ready to finish it. So, what do you have to say?
Well, for me, I think Kano Pillars are in a very, very difficult situation here because they let in Kotoko score 2 goals. Kotoko had a 2-goal lead before Kano Pillars came back. So they have 2 away goals here. And Kano Pillars is a team that usually isn't good away from home. All Kotoko need here is probably to score early goals like they did in Kano, and they will be in control from there. Kano Pillars' mindset here will be, let's get a draw. And that can backfire because that's usually the mindset of teams in Nigeria. Get a draw away and it backfires. So I see this in a tricky situation. Let's not also forget that they have like 4 key players that were not registered for this tie because of paperwork issues. And then they don't even really have good players because they didn't really strengthen during this transfer window. It's still the same old players like Gambo Mohamed, Rabiu Ali they are good players, but you need fresh blood. This is their first time in almost 3 years, so I think really it's going to be the end of the road for them here. So
you say Kano Pillars aren't good away from home?
Yes, they are.
What makes you say that?
They actually have a very bad record. If you follow the trend in the Nigerian Football League here, they usually don't get even draws. It's very, very difficult. You find out that a team like MFM can actually even get a draw, but Kano Pillars, they actually struggle to get results away from them. So it's going to be difficult here.
I heard Kunle say a lot of things, and some of the things he even said for me is supposed to count as an advantage for Kano Pillars. We talked about the fact that they didn't strengthen players. If you look at Kano Pillars, they've tried. It's very rare for teams in Nigeria to be able to pin down their players to long contracts to allow for good synergy in the team. And Kano Pillars have been able to do that. They have the bulk of their teams from 3-4 years together, and that for me is good for them. And the players know themselves inside out, and that would definitely help them going forward. I'm talking about getting players, beefing up the squad. Of course, they took in like 6 players in the transfer window, and those that are good enough for the Champions League has been added to the squad, while others will wait, hopefully when they get to the next round. If you look at Kano Pillars, they just fresh from the Federation Cup triumph they had for like 30 years thereabouts. They've not been able to win the Federation Cup, and that they've done. I spoke to one of the players, and he told me that this is a new Kano Pillars. These are history changers, things that have not been done before. That is what this set of players want to do. And when you have a team that has the heavy backing of the state government, for example, you can be sure the motivation is there for them to go all the way and get the job done. For Ashanti Kotoko, they are no any better when it comes to the Champions League. Talking about their records now, if you look at their past games at home, in the last 4 games they played at home, in as much as they do win, of course they do concede goals. So it gives room for Kano Pillars to have that confidence that they can go to Kumasi and get the goals, and of course hold their host. The 2 goals they scored in Kano, yes, they are goals, but they came their set pieces. That Kano Pillars now know, okay, we don't concede tackles in these dangerous areas because these people are as an advantage when it comes to set pieces. So all those things, for them to have escaped that first leg and still getting a victory, I think that's what matters most. They have a better knowledge of Ashanti Kotoko. By the time they get to the Baba Yara Stadium this weekend, you can be sure that you'll see a different kind of pillars that is ready to go all the way.
So do you think we'll see a different kind of pillars?
I'm still skeptical about that. Seriously, because this is the Kano pillars that we have seen right from time do not usually have the best preparation towards continental games. You made mention now about, you said they did strengthen with about 6 players. Yes, all well and good. But what is the quality or caliber of these players? Look at a team like Eyimba. They went for people like Victor Mbauma. They went for Olufemi Kayode. You can see, and they are also in the Champions League. It shows that they are serious, that they want to challenge. You understand? And we can see that, was it not last year? Yes. Eyimba reached the semi-finals of the CAF Confederation Cup. Now they are in the Champions League. They want to go further. They want to go the distance this time around, and they are very well prepared. Kano Pillars haven't shown any sign that they are kind of really serious about this thing, and that's how it has been in past continental games. So that's why I see it that this time around it's just going to be a case of, okay, let's try to get a draw, not like, okay, let's even try to get this extra victory, in Kumasi. No, it will just be that draw, and this is where Kotoko is going to capitalize.
Well, look like you're going to fly around my head right now.
Well, if you have listened to Coach Ibrahim Musa in the run to this game, you would definitely see that everybody knows that going for a draw will be counterproductive, and so Kano Pillars, they don't have that at the back of their mind. The fact that Kotoko could come to Sani Abacha Stadium and score 2 goals, they believe they can score 3 goals. So the mindset is not about going for draw, because that could be very dangerous. 1 goal in the 9 minutes, then you're out. Okay, apart from the fact that Coach Ibrahim Musa has said that he's going for a victory in that game, when you look at the Kotoko team, for example, they don't have the same problems that Kano Pillars have. They have the same. Like for example, you say the league is not is not on in Nigeria. Same in Ghana. So the two teams are at par. Let me just put it that way. It's now a question of who wants it more. And for me, it's Kano Pillars, because for a team that in their maiden appearance in the CAF Champions, they went all the way to the semi-final, but since then they've missed it, and now they want to retrace their steps and make it all the way, not just coming in the preliminary round and crashing out. That is not the ambition, and they have the ambition of getting to the group stage. And of course, who says they cannot be the second Nigerian team to leave the CAF Champions League? So I think on Sunday in Kumasi, you are going to see a determined side that is ready to rule Africa.
Let me just say something. If Kotoko could score 2 goals, early goals,
they are not early goals. Hello, when you say early goals, what do you?
Quick goals. Believe me, it can happen in Kumasi.
They were quick goals, but they were not early goals. Please.
Okay, but it can happen again, and that shows intent. It does.
You see, when you were caught napping, of course, those fouls were committed in places that were advantageous to Kotoko, and they used it. Now you already have a better knowledge of your team that, oh, this guy is a free kick specialist. So you know at the best you must try and avoid kicks around this area. So that knowledge might not be there before, but now they've seen it and they've been punished for it. 2 goals. It doesn't come that cheap. Going to the next leg, you can be sure they won't commit same silly mistakes that cost them those 2 goals. So the knowledge Kano Pillars have about Kotoko now, I think Kotoko they brought their best to the table, and we've seen it all. They were able to score 2 goals and they lost 3-2. Now you will see the best of Kano Pillars, and we'll be back here to talk about the results.
No, we'll see. You think Kano Pillars have knowledge, have better knowledge? We'll see.
Calm down.
No problem.
Thank you very much. On Sunday we will find out.
Oh yes, we will.
Kotoko or Kano Pillars. We will find out on Sunday. We will find out. But you also can be a part of this conversation by leaving your thoughts in the comment section below. Till next week, I remain Osereme, and I will see you in the very next episode.